Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Eddie Marcus here for As in Heaven, So on Earth. I want to thank you so very much once again for giving me this your moment in time. And I'm hoping without doubt that you're ready to receive this which is out for you according to the Spirit of life. What I've done, ladies and gentlemen, I've taken some notes. I'm going to read them to you. These are just specific interest and focus on certain things that is to be shared with you. It is the system. If the system is corrupt, then the government is corrupt. Now, no child of God could obey such a system and government in those areas that violate God's government. Now, you've heard it said you must obey the government that has rule over you. The government that rules anyone is the system they are obedient to. Yet no one can obey two masters. A godly person is at constant odds with all men-made governments. Now, having been raised and taught and trained by these systems, the people become the systems. All that they understand is predicated on the liberty of will to the system. The education system is designed to program. What if you are officially permitted to know? This is what the education system is there for. This is the normal response to every phase of society. The Bible, well, is taught with what you understand, what you experience, along with a specific doctrine. And its variations are innumerable. And they are designed, my friends, to support the system. The people are constantly led by the blind. No one can interpret the spirit of truth. It must be spiritually revealed to anyone who knows it. People read the Word of God, they say, for themselves. They interpret it accordingly to their individual experience. But the true men and women of God, they live the truth that God is revealing through them. They are the love letters that everyone understands. Their steadfastness is their praise. It is their honor to God. Seeing this clearly now, I must advise people of color that their physical existence is in jeopardy. Blacks are a threat to whites because they know who blacks are. They once habitated happily with blacks, but stabbed them in the back. Blacks trusted while whites lied. They connived, they stole, and took everything they wanted and could. They stole the land, resources of the earth, and made laws through government to legalize and enshrine their evil deeds. Such conduct is associated with an absent respect for a higher authority than themselves. What does that mean? The essentials for survival of mankind becomes a right to access any and all according to God, who is responsible and requires that these are met. But to those claiming no power higher than themselves, they become God unto themselves and others. They have ravished the world. They consider it, and you must as well, as a privilege for anyone to share in what now is theirs. They will do anything, act any way in preventing the truth of blacks to blacks. The message is that all systems of the world, they operate in protest of God's system. None of them can produce the peace, the prosperity, and joy of life. None. None can produce it. Nor do they want to. They continue at the blessing of you, the people. Now, ladies and gentlemen, now you know this is really something else. Therefore, people of color must fend for themselves, not as they do or as they have taught us to do. Teach a child, and as men, it will show up. We must take a higher trail and begin to see that out of chaos created by them, jails and welfare are not the answer, but a facade to hide the truth. Only God can explain the scriptures. Only God can explain the scriptures to individuals. Anything else is just an opinion. The secret of life is freedom, the forerunner of truth. To be free is to do that for which you were created and be respectful of others as you desire from them. The murder of black men by law officers are inequitably treated of the justice systems. They are designed to keep blacks in bondage. You know, President Trump says, I'm above the law. And he plans on challenging the highest law of the land. And the Congress are sitting back wondering, saying, well, it's never been done before, so what are we going to do? And somebody say, well, let's do this over here to protect this over here. And then whoever got the power say, no, we're going to leave that alone. So that tells you that they're leaving that escape door open for whoever is in power to jump out if they have to jump out. See, what it is that the people who are saying keep that door open, they already themselves are convicted. They are convicted by something that's holding them hostage to whatever they know is wrong, but they just holding it open. So, ladies and gentlemen, what I'm saying basically is this. The arming of radical haters, like the Ku Klux Klan, the nationalists, the evangelicals, and fundamentalist Christians, a president expressing more hatred than any other heads of evil in our time, a Congress that fails to harness these evil acts, or signs of brotherhood with the evil. When they say, Republicans and Democrats, we want health care, education, housing, food for everyone. These are codes. These are phrases. They don't mean it. What they mean is they might try to do a bit better, if required, than what currently is happening. It is of the same stuff as Congress, failing to stop abuse by the power holders of the system while maintaining a fake superiority. Woman was made for man to be a helpmate, just as man was made to be a helpmate for his maker God. But like women betrayed man, man has betrayed God. Women thinks that they don't need man, and man thinks that he doesn't need God. And that's where we at, ladies and gentlemen. I want to tell you, as in heaven, so on earth. This, what we're having on earth, is a deception. I'm telling you what I mean by deception. I mean, it is a way of life that has been concocted by somebody who wants the best that life can offer, but don't believe in God. And so they believe that they are God because they can control and manipulate you to do exactly what you are doing. And they are, as they see it, living in heaven right now at your expense. The truth is that they are using money to keep you off focus. See, you think that because you got money, you can do anything that money will allow you to do. Well, the truth is that anything that money will allow you to do, you're doing it already. You're just out of place. What it is, you're doing jobs that you don't love doing. You're doing jobs just for the money. God has it set up so you can only do the job if you want that joy. You can only do the job that you were designed to do. And hey, there's no money that can help you with that. And having done that, the way God got it set up is that all the various things that you guys do, all the things that you who are workers do, you are playing a part in creating the fulfilling parts that would create enough goods and services, food, clothing, shelter, education, health care, transportation, anything you want to do, enough for everybody on the face of the earth to just reach in there anytime they get ready and get whatever they need or want to desire out of it, out of that reservoir of goods and services that's been provided by God through you. And you don't have to be sweating. You don't have to be working all these extra hours trying to make a little extra money to get a Christmas gift. You don't have to do any of that stuff, ladies and gentlemen. All of that stuff is a scam to work the hell out of you as a slave, while they who really enjoy life don't do anything. They don't even count the money. They trust a machine or something else. They just do. And we go through hell and get mad with one another, kill one another, don't know what to do, because no one will tell us that God loves us. And God is showing you, ladies and gentlemen, what I just got through sharing with you. It's something you got to take to heart. You got to put it in your mind, on through your heart, through your spirit, and see it. You got to see how simple God's way of life is. You got to see how easy it is for you. You got to see the great rewards. No lying, no cheating, no stealing, no killing, no terrorism, no war. No borders out there messing with anybody. Because in Africa, in Asia, in South America, in what's the other place down there under the world? Antarctica. Everybody, and in the middle of the earth, the people down there living. Everybody living as in heaven. So everywhere else where God is respected. Hey, y'all with me? If you are, you're not mad with the system now. The system is here because it was brought here. And it'll stay here until we decide that we're going to bring something new. And we got to do that now, ladies and gentlemen. We can't leave that in the hands of anyone else. This is our time, right now. Bye-bye.